Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm doing a tag video created by my wonderful friend here on YouTube, Fashionably Amy. Hey babe, thank you so much for creating this amazing tag. So the tag is called 5 forever bags and 5 bags to sacrifice if you needed the money for something else. It could be for a business venture, it could be that you just need to recoup some money for something else or to put towards your next holy grail handbag purchase. Obviously, this is very hypothetical. You guys know that I've downsized my handbag collection quite a bit already in the last year or so. So I sold quite a few bags. So my collection is already quite streamlined. So I really hope this is hypothetical because I don't have that many bags that I really want to let go of at this point. But even then, nobody needs over 10 bags in their collection. And I do still have around 15 handbags in my collection. So I wanted to stick to the rules and do come up with 5 that I will sacrifice if I needed the money for something else. So let's get started with the 5 forever bags first. So my first pick in terms of a forever bag in my collection is none other than my beautiful Chanel mini square flat bag in black lambskin with the light gold hardware. You know, I may even go as far to say if I had to only keep one bag in my collection, this would definitely be one of the contestants because this is the most usable, versatile and classic handbag, I think, out on the market. I've used this so many times for so many occasions. It is so easy going to use during the day and you can transition it perfectly into the evening. It looks so amazing with a nice black tie dress as well, a cocktail dress, even a formal dress. And I'm just obsessed with this lambskin from this particular season. So one of you actually asked me what season this is from and I never got back to you. I'm so sorry, but this one I picked up in 2016. So this bag is a 23 series. So if you guys are looking for a Chanel mini lambskin bag and you want to get it from a season that did a really nice lambskin, I do recommend looking into the 23 series because each season the leather varies a little bit. It is absolutely luxurious. I've taken this everywhere. I'm gonna stop talking about this now because you guys already heard enough about this if you are a regular watcher of my channel. Anyway, so that is my number one. The second forever bag in my collection, let's get both of the Chanel bags out of the way. So this is the Chanel medium classic flap in the color beige clay in the caviar leather with the gold hardware. It is such a ladylike bag, and I do have to preface this choice by saying that it is definitely not one of the bags that I use a lot. I probably use it a few times a year. So the reason this made it to this list is because I still really want a Chanel classic flap in my collection. I know the classic flaps are not the most practical bags out there, and I definitely don't use this that much, but at this point in my life, I still really want a classic flap in my collection, and if it means that it is sitting pretty on the shelf for 360 days of the year and I get to use it like 5 days out of the year, I'm still okay with it. It is just so classic and I just don't want to not have a proper classic flap in my collection. And the other reason I would keep this forever is because Chanel classic flap prices go up so crazy every year and I just cannot imagine myself repurchasing this classic flap if I ended up with a seller's remorse. So I really cannot see myself letting this go. You guys know that I sold my jumbo flap. I slightly regretted selling it too soon because the prices went up so much after I sold it. But you know, the jumbo, I used it quite a bit and I wasn't using it at all in the last couple of years. So I definitely think it was the right choice. But this medium flap is the only classic I have left in my collection. So I'm just gonna keep her forever. But I guess never say never, so don't hold me to it if I change my mind. People change their minds. My third forever bag in my collection is my Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 in the Damier Ebene. This is my oldest luxury handbag in my collection. You guys know the drill. The reason why this is a forever bag in my collection is because it just holds a lot of sentimental value, and I'm someone who still cannot completely detach from the sentimental values to things. Well, not everything, but this particular bag I just, want to keep in my collection. It is in great condition. The other reason I wouldn't sell this is because, if I need the money for some other greater cause like a business venture or to afford another Holy Grail bag, I can probably sell this beauty for like 1,000 Australian dollars. And not to say that $1,000 is not a lot of money, but in the scheme of things, I probably say $1,000 is not gonna do a lot in any greater course that I'm doing. There are other bags that I can get a lot more money from that will make a more significant chunk of money for me to be able to then use it for something else. So for me, $1,000 for this bag is just not worth letting this sentimental guy go for. And it is a forever classic. The Louis Vuitton Speedy is never gonna go out of fashion. So even if I don't get to use this a lot, if I had to strip my collection back to 5 handbags, this will definitely stay in my collection. My next forever bag is my beloved Fred Lepage Daily Battle Tote. This is in the color Paris Blue and it is in the size 37, quite a large tote. So in my lifestyle, I definitely need to have one good tote that will carry a lot of things for work on days that I need to carry my laptop into work, and also for traveling when we get to travel again. So I cannot imagine my collection not having a large easygoing tote. I mean, this is just so durable and the color actually goes with everything, and I just love the Fred Lepage canvas pattern. So this will be forever in my collection because of the functionality, but also because I just really love this bag. It is so comfortable and I just love how this is a little bit unique. You don't see this everywhere. I only know one other person in Sydney who has this, which is my lovely sales associate at Cartier, Odd. She inspired me to get this. So I just really love this bag. So I'm never really gonna let this go. And my last forever bag is of course my beautiful black Birkin 30 with the palladium hardware in that Jonathan leather. I will never let this bag go unless something major happens in my life and I just really need the money. This will be one of the last bags to go as well. It just represents so much, and getting this bag has so many beautiful memories attached to it. First of all, I got this bag from the Paris Mothership store, the FSH store. I was with my bestie. We were having the best time trying to score our first Hermes bags. Yes, and it is my first ever Hermes bag. And I have talked about this before in a previous video, but I just feel like I actually got my Birkin at a really good point in my life where I'm not just saving every penny to be able to afford a bag. I feel like I was at a really reasonable and comfortable position in my career and everything when I felt like I was a real adult with all the financial things in order. So yeah, this bag makes me feel quite proud, and black with palladium hardware. It goes with everything. And for me, a luxury bag with a really nice smooth leather, I just always absolutely love. Like you saw with my Chanel Mini, you guys know how much I love this lambskin. So yes, this Birkin would be the very last on the list of my forever bags. Now moving on to the 5 bags that I would sacrifice if I needed the money for something else. Starting from, let's start from the most shocking one that you might not be expecting. So it is actually my Kelly in the size 25 Breton style in the magnolia color. I know, I love this bag. Like I said, I hope this is only hypothetical. I hope that I never have to sell this bag. You guys know how I love this bag as a pop of color in my outfits. This color surprisingly goes with a lot of different outfits, and you guys know that I've got so many outfits that this bag looks really great with. So it's not because it is a pop of color that is not really wearable. It is actually very wearable. I love the size, I love the color, I love how fresh the palladium hardware is, and I love the fact that the Kelly bag is one of those beautiful bags that Hermes does, and it's just immaculately made. The reason why this bag made the chopping board is because firstly, if I needed the money for something else, something more important than keeping handbags, I thought, you know, out of the 5 bags, a couple of the bags need to give me quite a chunk of my money back. So this Kelly, I know in very good condition, I can get quite a bit of my money back, if not more than what I paid for, because I know that even pops of color, Birkins and Kellys, you can often make a profit on when you resell them on the resale market. So I know that I'm going to be able to get quite a bit of money back for this one. So if I had to keep one Hermes bag in my collection, it'll definitely be my black Birkin. So this will just have to be sacrificed. The other reason is, although I love this magnolia color and I think it is such a fun color, you guys know it wasn't exactly the color that was on my wish list. I just fell in love with it when I saw it. So if I had to sacrifice this bag for my holy grail color bag, and at that point I don't want to dip into my savings or anything, I will be definitely open to the idea of letting this go and putting the funds for my next holy grail bag. Again, I emphasize this is hypothetical. I don't want to think about it, but yeah, if push comes to shove, this will have to be one of the ones that I would let go. The second bag on the sacrifice list would be my Chanel reissue in the small size, so size 2 to 5, in the beautiful off-white color in the aged calf skin with light gold hardware. You guys know that I absolutely love this bag. It is just such a pretty bag. I mean, the color combination is just amazing. I love how understated this is, but it may become quite redundant when my next bag comes next year. You guys know that I've been offered to do an Hermes special order bag and I've already put in the order. This was back in September. It'll probably arrive sometime next year. I love milky white bags. That is why I purchased this one. But when my special order comes, I have a feeling I'm gonna really want to only keep that one and let this one go. I really tried to keep the color combination as a surprise, but I mean, by this point, I think every one of you guys knows what I would have probably picked, or at least very close to it. So yeah, this bag I'm keeping in my collection at the moment, but it is definitely one that I can see going because of that reason. Now, the third bag that I would sacrifice would be my Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the size MM in the Damier Ebene canvas print. I've had this bag for quite a few years now. I've talked about this before. If I had to only keep one tote bag in my collection, I actually really prefer my Fureur Le Patch Daily Battle tote because it is more understated. The capacity is slightly larger and I really prefer that blue color because I do love jeans and everything. And the Paris blue color on the Fureur Le Patch tote looks great all year round. Whereas this Damier Ebene print, I don't mind using in the summer, but sometimes, I mean, even against my outfit today, it is a very hot day today, I wouldn't really gravitate towards something like this. Whereas the blue Fureur Le Patch bag, I'll be happy to use all year round. So if I had to pick only one to keep in my collection as a carry-all tote bag, I would definitely prefer the Fureur Le Patch Daily Battle tote. And that is a reason why I wouldn't really have a problem letting this one go. As you guys know that I'm trying to have a more curated handbag collection. So I might even let this go at some point, but I'm holding on to it because it is a classic bag and I just want to make sure that I am very sure about selling this bag. So it is in my collection at the moment, but if I had to let 5 bags go, this would definitely be one of them. Next up on the list is the Capucines bag from Louis Vuitton. I picked this up only this year, but the reason why I would be okay to let this go is because, guys, I have not even used this once since I bought it. To be fair, I bought this back in March of this year and we have had a very different life this year in 2020. We had lockdowns. In Australia, we're very lucky. We've been out of lockdown and being able to go out and everything for quite a few months now. So we can still go out and have a little bit of a social life. But even then, I haven't reached for this bag. So I'm holding on to this thinking, maybe it was a 2020 thing and when our lives go back to normal, maybe I will reach for this bag. So I can't fault the bag at all. Maybe it just doesn't fit in with my lifestyle. Maybe it is just too ladylike. I'm not sure because most of the times I do dress quite casually and the times that I actually dress up, maybe I do gravitate more towards smaller bags. So maybe this is that awkward in-between size, but maybe when I get older, I'll use it. I'm just not sure, but on usage alone, I'll be okay even if I use this bag a couple of times a year because it is a beautiful classic bag. Like I was talking about my Chanel Beige Claire bag. I mean, I'm okay to keep that because at least I use that bag a few times a year and whenever I use it, I absolutely love it. But this Capucines bag, I just haven't used at all. So yeah, I have a problem if I don't get to use it at all. And the last bag on my shopping blog, I've already sold. So I might be cheating a little bit, but I hope you understand because guys, I've sold so many bags in the last year. Like it was really hard to come up with 5 bags that are currently in my collection. So I decided to cheat a little bit and go with the bag that I most recently sold. And that is the Hermes Giga Clutch in the Beton color. Beautiful Dove gray, very whitish gray color. I got that bag because I was obsessed with the Hermes whitish colors and I really wanted a Birkin or a Kelly in those white creamy colors, but I just wasn't getting one. So I bought the Giga Clutch in that white color to see if that'll scratch my itch for that sort of color. But in the end, I decided to let it go because it is a handheld clutch and it is such a light color. So I love light colored bags, but with light colored bags, I want either a shoulder strap or a handle that I can handle the bag with. I don't want to have to always handle the bag itself with my hands. I might have hand cream on my hands and I might even have makeup residue on my hands, and I just want to be able to hold the bag with a handle or something else. So I was just way too scared to use that bag. So I let it go, and the funds are sitting in my fun account. That is the name of the account that holds all my luxury bag fund money. Yeah, it's just sitting in there. So whenever I decide to purchase something else, I can use that money. So that is the last bag on the list of bags that I would sacrifice. I had so much fun doing these tags. So I'm gonna tag a few ladies here on YouTube. I'm gonna tag Princess Lux Love. Hey babe, I've been enjoying your videos so much lately and I love that you're doing more videos at the moment. I'll also tag Purse on Fleek, Caitlin Polofsky, Colorful Noir, and Cassie Thorpe. Thanks again to Amy for creating this tag. I'm gonna leave Amy's original video down in the description section, so do check a video out and do share your list with me as well. So in the comments below, tell me what 5 bags you'll keep and what 5 bags you'll be sacrificing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching and spending some of your precious time with me today. And I can't wait to see you again soon in my next video. Bye guys.